Good morning, everyone. I think I will make it like a tradition on my channel to film like days in a life, like Saturday or Sunday. So it kind of at least keeps me productive somehow because it's 10:30 and I thought I'm not gonna do anything because it's Saturday, it's cloudy, it's gloomy. I don't feel like doing anything. There's no trading for me. Except for maybe Solana, but the price action has not been good, so I'm not even checking Solana charts. I only have some alerts so I can see like where the price is heading, but I decided that I have some cleaning to do around the house, and I think I'll just make this video like overlooking at the past week's mistakes and kind of mentioning them and letting you guys know so y'all can avoid them too, because the trades I achieved this week, some of them are embarrassing. Not that I look back at them, I'm pretty embarrassed by my performance, but it is what it is. I will do my makeup real quick now and I'll get back to you guys. I just did my makeup. I think I've been loving the no mascara makeup for some reason. I don't know. Do we like it? I do like it a lot. But like I said, on today's agenda we have cleaning up the mess, especially on the kitchen, and baking something, and just overlooking at this trading week that we had, and that's about it. Also, anytime I don't have anywhere like important to go to, my makeup always turns out perfect. I'm gonna be home the whole day. Maybe it's a sign for me to actually go out. I don't know, I might. I don't think I've been the most attentive like this trading week. Like I said, my psychology has been a bit thrown off, so I have to overlook at it again, so my next trading week is a lot better. I just went you guys to the grocery store, and I think I will actually go out because I was thinking, what if I make like a healthier version of like Reese's cups, whatever. But like I want to make them like my own, like no, but for that matter I need these like thingies, like the silicone or the paper ones for like the cupcakes. But nonetheless, also I will show you guys how I make my favorite chocolate cherry pudding smoothie. It's so good, you're gonna love it. For that matter, you also need the cocoa powder. Also, I got fresh baked bread. I don't usually get a whole like loaf because it just stays there and I never use it up fully and it just dries up and I have to throw it out. Got the butter. I got the carrots because lately I've been kind of loving carrot salads, and got the carrots. Also garlic because it goes really good with any carrot salad. I actually think I might show you guys how I make it too, because I boil carrots, then I shred them on this shredding thing and add 3 eggs, like cut them in cubes, add the Greek yogurt as a dressing, add the garlic, black pepper, salt, and it's so good. I got 2 of the Greek yogurts. Yesterday I bought these stickers, like stickers, like as if these are like dried flowers. I love buying stickers. One thing about me, the reason I have so many different stickers, I also get them in a Flying Tiger. This store literally has the most out-of-pocket stuff, but a lot of it is actually pretty good. I always use them for like cards. Whenever I give gifts, I never give them without the cards. Like this one got kind of fucked up because the card inside is for my mom's Easter gift, because inside the card has a bunny and the bunny has like a fluffy tail. So if it was flat card, it would be fine like this, but it got kind of fucked up because of that tail. But anyways, she still like it. I know she still like it. I always write like a cute message, like a pretty big one. Add stickers and everything. This one I forgot to put in my dad's Christmas gift. But it was such a nice card. The Santa. And I decorated this envelope. I have this one. It's for my mom's birthday. I really love to buy different, like, not just like plain ass cards, but I really like, you know, some cute cards and stuff like that. I also have to sign it and everything, but now you know the drill. So I'm kind of excited to use these stickers. I'm back in the kitchen and it does feel a little cold for some reason. I think it's because it's supposed to get a bit colder, like overall, and it is getting a bit colder. But I'm gonna start making the Reese's kind of things. So we need a cocoa powder, we need the peanut butter. I didn't actually go out anywhere like to the city center. I just went to the store that I have here because I didn't want to go anywhere. I got these paper thingies. I need the honey. I have a sea salt, and I think that's about it. If I need anything else that I forgot, I will mention it obviously a bit later. But first things first, we're gonna put the tea, like a good teaspoon of, oh, what am I saying, teaspoon? Tablespoon of the peanut butter in a bowl. Oh, we need a banana. We have bananas. This time they are ripe enough so I can actually easily mush them. They're also really big, so for this one I'll just need one. If you have smaller ones, just use maybe two. So nice. I don't know why, but I have a feeling like I'm forgetting something. I'm not sure exactly what, but I think that's the whole recipe. It should be at least. I had to go and take my recipe journal. I'm actually very happy I got it because now I can write down all of my recipes. I already have my cinnamon roll recipe, I think one of the best ones so far that I've perfected. The chocolate chip cookies, but I still have to write down like the whole process. And the brownies, the gingerbread cookies, and the cookie dough bites. But unfortunately I didn't fill in anything here. So I have to, I think, watch that video that I've posted earlier because I really do feel like I'm missing something. So I'll be back in a second. Apparently I'm not missing anything except for the protein powder, but I don't think I'll be adding any in here. I'll just add a bit more of the cocoa powder because I really don't want to mix in any vanilla flavors in this whole thing. I just want to make it like peanut butter and chocolate. So I just mixed up the bananas and the peanut butter until a very like smooth consistency. And now I will add a bit of, yeah, that shit is a bit annoying. Now we're adding a bit of salt, never forgetting that, because it always balances out the taste and everything. If I'm being very honest, I don't even think I'll be adding honey because the bananas are super sweet. I don't even need the honey for that. So good. And now we need to add the cocoa powder. I do think I might, actually, I know what I could do. I could add the oat flour. That's something I saw a lot of people do. They be adding the oat flour, so I think, but I think I want to calculate what has more calories, the oat flour or the cocoa powder. So apparently it's kind of the same. In 100 grams of the oat flour that I have is 374 calories, and in 100 grams of the cocoa powder 320 calories. So it's only like 50 calories of difference. So I think I'll just add like 50% of that, 50% of the cocoa powder. I love this cartoon. I used to watch it my entire childhood. I don't know, the cartoons earlier, they were more like, I think, kind looking, and the animation is a lot like brighter. because now what I feel like they do is super simple, like basic, and they don't emphasize details. They don't, you know, make like cartoons detailed and bright and colorful. But for that matter, I really do prefer to watch like older cartoons, because my favorite ever cartoon and slash movie is Monster High. But what they did to them now, the new ones, should be a crime. Jail. Like, ain't no way they did them this dirty. So I have added the oat flour and the cocoa powder. It smells so good right now. So now I'm just gonna carefully mix it in, so all of that, like the cocoa powder doesn't, you know, go up in the air, if that makes sense. This consistency is very dense already, so I think it should be good. As always, so good. Yeah, I can eat that shit just like that. Oh, gosh. But now that we have made this, and I really do think I probably need some more. I don't know. Do I need more? I definitely can eat more, but I don't know if I should make more. Because I already know myself that even if I meal prep that sweet treats kind of things, whatever, let's say for a week, they're gonna last for 2 days, if not one. Sometimes one, sometimes two, in rare cases 3. That's why I never meal prep anything, because I will end up overeating. So I'm just protecting myself and my calorie deficit, because I'm trying to be on a cut right now, and my shape and form, so I don't overeat. Because even the healthy food, if you eat too much of it, it's still not, like, no good, obviously. So I just melted the chocolate, and this one doesn't have any sugar in it. I never buy chocolate that has sugar in it, because I've been, for like I think about a month, I've not had anything with the artificial, like, white sugar. Always like replacing the regular sugar in anything that I cook, like with honey usually. But let's do the actual job. And I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need, but I just see along the way, but they look really cool. So I just put the chocolate like on the bottoms of these things. I hope you can see so I don't like flip them. I'm gonna leave this in the freezer for about an hour, I think, hour and a half, and we'll be back. While we are waiting for this whole thing to freeze, we're gonna make my favorite chocolate cherry pudding smoothie. You're gonna love it, because it really tastes like candy with chocolate and cherry. We need a banana for that again. The frozen cherries. I put approximately like this, and if we need more, I'm just gonna add more. And now we're gonna blend them all together. Now we have this thick consistency, like this. And now we add the cocoa powder. Again, as you can see, I love cocoa powder. I just measure it with my heart. We add the honey. I add 1 tablespoon of honey in here. Now for the secret ingredient, it's my vanilla ice cream flavored protein powder. It's very like soft, like silky, so good. I just put this whole peanut butter banana chocolate thing in here, and I will seal it off with the chocolate and put it back in the freezer. And then we're gonna do a taste test, which I bet it's gonna taste amazing. So that's what we are looking like right now. So nice. And I will put them back in the freezer for about 2 hours so they can freeze nicely. And then we're gonna try them out together. So nice, so nice. I just took it out of the freezer. It low-key tastes like a truffle, just like the previous ones I made. So good. Now let's actually get into analyzing this trading week, because it's been a bit bumpy. I'm sorry guys if I'm boring you with the cooking stuff, but that's just something I like to do, so I'm sorry. But this is the Solana chart, but overall that's my trading journals, and as we can see, these are my trades since March. I don't know why I have a gap here. Is that a missed trade? I'm not sure, but so far these are all the trades that I've taken, and on a month we have 3 losses and 5 wins, which is a lot better than 3 losses 4 wins. So I still have to journal like the rest of these trades, because I've been kind of slacking on my journaling, not gonna lie. I've been only like writing down if that's win or loss, how much I made, the time that I've been in that trade, and like some emotional stuff like the psychological journaling. But I've not been like writing everything down that I should. But I will definitely do that. Tomorrow on Sunday, I will fill up everything. So looking at my past trades, these like in a gray box. This applies to all 4 trades that I've taken. I'm gonna say 4 last ones if we don't count the Friday's trade. So even though I had 1 win, and then I had 3 losses in those 2 days that I've traded, Wednesday and Thursday. So we can read here is that in all of those trades, even despite that one of them was a win, I'm not really proud of my psychology whatsoever, because it's been pretty thrown off, like I said earlier. And I said that my psychology was pretty off, and I was not identifying the bias properly, and pretty much placing trades off of the FVG and seeing if it's gonna be FVG or the inverse fair value gap. So the thing I did, and that I've noticed that, you know, I caught myself on that, is that I completely, for some reason, I don't know why, I forgot to identify my daily bias. And before the market opened, if I saw a fair value gap, I would just be like, oh, let's see if that's inverse one or if it's just a regular FVG. I would be dead ass. Like, you know, I completely forgot, for example, like here we have the NQ, right? Here, in this period of time, I was trying to take a long, and here I lost 2 trades on the London session. And I completely forgot to look at if we're filling in any imbalances. Then that's what we did. We did fill in this imbalance, right? And then we just reversed to the downside. And I tried to take shorts too, but I was stopped up from them as well. So, you know, I have to go back to identifying the daily bias properly. If we're gonna fill in any of the imbalances, that's something I oftentimes actually forget about, and I'm very much so not proud of that. But now it definitely kind of, you know, I saw the results of me not doing the analysis properly, which cost me losing trade and losing money. But I guess that's the only way we learn. So for that matter, it kind of like hit me, And this trade that I took on Friday, I actually did everything properly. I identified my buys correctly. I marked out all of the important areas and everything, and it went good, and we had a win. You see? So, and also here, things that I, in this last folder, I write like things that I could have done better. And I wrote that my performance was pretty much bad, and I think I kind of over traded because, like I said, I usually prefer to take only one trade a day and wrap it up. Even if it's a loss, I'm not gonna be trying to get a win. I'm just gonna leave it as that and be back the next day. So I basically just mentioned that, and I really could have done a lot better this week, but it just, I guess, part of the game. But I surely could have avoided these kind of mistakes 100%, but I didn't. And not gonna lie, sometimes I do get like thrown off from the normal trading routine, and I feel bad when I look back at my trades. Embarrassing. Jail. Because literally it even made me like laugh a little bit when I saw how silly my analysis was. Yeah, like it kind of looked like I had the confluences, and yes, let's say I had like, let's say, two possible scenarios. If we get to this area, we either sweep liquidity or we continue the previous, for example, bullish trend that we were having during the Asia, right? So it kind of was like based on a solid analysis, but still, like, don't forget about watching for, let's say, hourly, 4-hour, or like daily, like imbalances, fair value gaps, the opening gaps. Watch out for that, because these are very important areas, and oftentimes price comes to them and then it can reverse from these areas. Like in this case, I showed you the price filled in the 30-minute imbalance and then it dropped. So for that matter, don't be like me and pay attention to these things, because I have no explanation for what I did. Like just like I wrote that I was super focused on these FVGs or the IFVG, that I was like forgetting about all of the confluences. Yes, there was like liquidity sweep, then we had the FVG, but also one thing that I have to mention is that I was like kind of identifying these FVGs on the pre-market, so not after the 9:30 opening, but even before that. That messes it up too. The best FVGs that work out is when the market opens 9:30, we have the manipulation, and the very first order block or the FVG, that gives you a really good setup and it works out really good. So my mistake is that I was looking for, like, I found the FVG, but the market didn't open yet. It was the pre-market, but it was, and like I said, it was before 9:30. I found the FVG, I marked it out, and then I just waited for some reaction to see if that's inverse or a regular one. Are we being serious? Like, now that I'm actually thinking about it, like, I don't know, like I said, what got in my head. But I'm back to my normal self. I'm back to properly analyzing charts, because last week I was genuinely all over the place and we were not doing too good. But like I said, the best setups that are playing out really good is 9:30 opening, the manipulation, and then either order block or the fair value gap, and it stays a fair value gap or the inverse fair value gap, but after the opening. Okay, these setups are working out perfectly. And watch out for the areas, support areas, like daily highs and lows. These are usually really good support areas or resistance areas. Watch out for filling in the imbalances, etc., and you'll be good. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. That was my Saturday, and if you stayed till the end. I appreciate you guys so much. And let me know if you like these kinds of videos, because I kind of do enjoy making them. Like I said, I think I'll just make them on Saturdays and Sundays, like spend kind of weekend with me, and make like the analysis for the next week, like trading, preparing, or like analyzing the trading week that we had. So if you like this kind of stuff, let me know if you like it or not. But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my other videos. Bye.